Tonight's story is not folklore, not a campfire tale, not a legend whispered through generations. This one is real. A man in 19th century Spain confessed to 13 murders and claimed he committed them while transformed into a wolf. Doctors studied him, courts debated him, even the Queen of Spain intervened. This is the only known case where a government paused an execution to investigate whether a man truly believed he was a werewolf. Welcome to the Edge of Night. This is RIX Story Verse, where real mysteries, true crimes, and documented encounters with the unknown are told with a steady voice and a lit torch. If you're drawn to stories where history and the supernatural collide, you're in the right place. Settle in, dim the lights, and let's begin. Story of Manuel Blanco Romasanta, the Werewolf of Allariz. Manuel Blanco Romasanta was born in 1809 in Galicia, Spain. He was soft-spoken and unusually gentle. But beneath that quiet exterior was a life marked by hardship. He worked as a tailor, then a traveling salesman wandering from village to village, and wherever he went, people disappeared. At first, no one connected the dots. Travel was dangerous. Bandits were common. People vanished all the time. But then, the rumors began. Between 1846 and 1852, entire families vanished after traveling with Romasanta. He always had an explanation. They reached their destination, they sent letters, they're doing well. He always had something to sell afterward. Clothes, jewelry, personal items that once belonged to the missing. Still, he was charming, polite, and convincing. Until one day a man recognized the belt Romasanta was selling as the same belt his missing sister used to wear. The suspicion became undeniable. Romasanta fled. He was eventually arrested in 1852. When confronted with the disappearances, he didn't deny them. He confessed, but his confession was unlike anything the authorities expected. He said, "I am cursed. I am turned into a wolf. I cannot control it." He described the transformation in detail, his body stretching, his skin thickening, his hunger overwhelming him. He said he roamed the forests as a beast, and when he returned to human form, he remembered nothing but blood. Trial became one of the most sensational in Spanish history. Doctors examined him, priests questioned him, villagers testified about strange howls in the night. Romasanta insisted he was not a murderer. He was a victim of lycanthropy, a curse that forced him to kill. The court didn't believe the supernatural claim, but they did believe he was dangerous. He was sentenced to death. But then something extraordinary happened. Queen Isabella II of Spain heard about the case. She was fascinated not by the murders, but by the possibility of a medical condition behind the confession. She halted the execution. She ordered that Romasanta be studied by experts in what we would now call psychiatry. This made Romasanta the first documented case of clinical lycanthropy ever formally investigated by a government. Doctors concluded he suffered from a delusional disorder, a belief so strong that he truly thought he transformed into a wolf. His sentence was changed to life in prison. Romasanta died in custody in 1863. Some say illness, some say exhaustion, some say something darker. But the strangest part, after his death, the disappearances stopped. The howls in the forest faded, and the legend of the werewolf of the Allariz became a cautionary tale, a story of madness, fear, and the thin line between man and monster. To this day, historians debate whether he was a serial killer hiding behind superstition, a mentally ill man who believed his own curse, or something else entirely. But one thing is certain: his case remains the most documented werewolf confession in history. And now I'd like to sum up the story with a poetic outro. A man who claimed the moon's command became a beast no chains could stand. Curse he wore like second skin, where truth and madness intertwined within. Some tales fade slow and dying light, but wolves still walk the edge of night. Well, that's another story from the edge of night. Please like and subscribe to keep the torch alight. Good night.